Hi there! Welcome to this LUCA tutorial. Today, we're going to walk you through how to enter salaries and wages into LUCA using journal entries. All you need is a web browser and your LUCA account. So if you're ready, let's get started. In this demo, we'll show you how to post salary-related entries, including CPF contributions, CDAC, and SDL. To make things simple, we'll use a sample scenario. Let's say we have a company called Apex Innovations Private Limited, and one of its employees, John, earns a basic salary of 2,000 Singapore dollar. Here's a quick summary of the deductions and contributions. Employee CPF, 20%, 400 Singapore dollar. Employer CPF, 17%, 340 Singapore dollar. CDAC, 0.50 Singapore dollar. Skill Development Levy, SDL, 5 Singapore dollar. And net pay, 1,599.50 Singapore dollar. Step 1. Posting the salary. To get started, first log into your LUCA account. Once you're logged in, go to the menu on the left. Click on Journal, then select Journal Entry. Once you're on the Journal Entry page, click the Add New button on the top right. This brings you to the Create Journal Entry screen, where you'll enter the details. We'll walk through this in 2 simple steps. Before we start recording the entries in LUCA, let's quickly look at the 2 steps involved in recording salaries and CPF. Step 1 is all about posting the salary. This includes the employee's net pay and all employer-related costs like CPF, CDAC, and SDL. Step 2, it comes later when you actually pay the CPF. This reduces the CPF payable account and deducts the amount from your bank. All right, now let's head into LUCA and walk through each step in detail. Step 1 is to record the salary expense and related liabilities, usually done at the end of the month when John's net salary is paid. Here's how your journal entries will look. In debit side, wages and salaries staff, 1,599.50 Singapore dollar. This is John's net pay. Wages and salaries staff, 400 Singapore dollar. This is for the employee CPF. Employer CPF, staff, 340 Singapore dollar. CDAC, 0.50 Singapore dollar. SDL, 5 Singapore dollar. In credit side, the first credit goes to the bank, representing John's net pay of 1,599.50 Singapore dollar. The second credit entry is for CPF Payable, which covers the remaining 4 debit entries. The total amount is 745.50 Singapore dollar. Quick note: if John is a director, make sure to use wages and salaries directors and employer CPF directors instead of the staff's accounts. Once all entries are in, click Save to save the journal. Let's quickly check if everything's been posted correctly. In the profit and loss report, you should see wages and salaries, staffs, 1,999.50 Singapore dollar. Employer CPF, staffs, 340 Singapore dollar. CDAC, 0.50 Singapore dollar. SDL, 5 Singapore dollar. Now, in the balance sheet, you'll see CPF Payable, 745.50 Singapore dollar. And if you open the General Ledger or Account Transactions Report, you'll be able to see all these entries clearly reflected. Step 2. Paying CPF. Once you actually pay the CPF amount, you'll record the second leg of the transaction. Here's the journal entry for that. In debit side, CPF Payable, 745.50 Singapore dollar. In credit side, UOB Bank, 745.50 Singapore dollar, or whichever bank you used. After you save the entry, head back to the balance sheet. You'll notice the CPF Payable account is cleared, so it doesn't appear on the balance sheet. Your UOB bank balance has reduced by 745.50 Singapore dollar. And again, in the Account Transactions Report, you'll see the matching debit and credit entries. And that's it. You've just posted salary expenses and CPF payments in LUCA like a pro. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other tutorials to learn even more about using LUCA. See you next time.